Hola, hola, hola. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Solomoragi. I'm coming to you live from the usual place, man, in the studio, which is Alfresco. Yeah. So this month is the month that most Basotho celebrate the creator of Basotho, Kim Musheshwan. So the celebrations are made by children going to stadiums to run. Some people taking a long walk from Botabote to Tababosiu, which happens every year since we got independence. So there's a brouhaha about the day, the proper day for the celebrations of Kimushweshe, because some say he was born on that day, 11 March. Others are saying no, that was the day that he died. So we used to celebrate the day on the 11th day of March, but now it's celebrated on the 12th of one. So that is the confusion that is happening on most Basotho who want to celebrate the creation of Mushweshwe as he built Basotho to be the nation that it is today, though Donald Trump says it is unknown. You see, he was just dissing Basotho there, because the proper thing is that Basotho, most of them in all different districts, have different things to say, have different things to contribute into the economy of the world, you know. So Basotho celebrate the day, and that's when you see children start traveling in buses, in taxis, you know. Others don't really like to celebrate because what they do there is to go and propose love to some girls, from other different schools. For instance, if they have gathered at Lesotho Stadium, that's where the activity happens. That's where these small boys start drinking, like it is happening around Christmas. Christmas is marked by children who dress well, eat well, go from house to house, baking for those celebratory food. People celebrate by cooking. And that's how these children happen to celebrate the Christmas day with. But others drink. They just sneak out and buy alcohol for them to drink. While others go outside there in the field, in the trees, in the forest, start engaging in sexual activities. That's what happens. Just like when they've gone to night songs, these night songs, that's where they start experimenting with their lives. That's when they start doing all those negative things. Others are just rebel like that. They are not, I cannot say they are not well brought up, but they misbehave. They have that character in them, that allows them to do all sorts of things, in order to experiment and to see how life is. It is good because they will learn by getting hurt. They will learn by getting hurt, but it is not good too, because a proper child has to behave accordingly until they get married. That's when they should start having sexual activities with their partner, not to have sex everywhere, because they have they might contract HIV and AIDS. of which has a debate too. You know, people have a debate about that disease, you know, which is affecting a lot of people, especially Africans. We don't know, but we know that Africans, there's an agenda against them. You know, we don't know what that agenda it is, because we see most Africans or African countries are well endowed with mineral resources, but those resources don't benefit people. Take for instance, a country like Democratic Republic of Congo is one of the richest country in the world because their mineral resources are suspected or rumored to be 51 trillion US dollars. You know, it's one of the richest country in the world. It's maybe one of the top 5 countries in the world. But people who are living there, they are damn poor. They are very poor indeed. Because the number 1 country which is rich in mineral endowments or resources is Russia, followed by China, followed by America. And number 5 is DRC. But DRC doesn't benefit on those resources. All manner of destabilizations are made or encountered, you know, in order to make the leader of that country to lose focus. You know, DRC was led by different politicians until Felix Tshisekedi, who was just a mere taxi driver in Belgium, is now the president of that country. But that man has invited United States of America, you know, in order for them to extract minerals from that country, not benefiting the people of that country. We don't know what is happening with Felix Tshisekedi because he's not for the people. He's against the people. He's spreading lies in the world so that the world can have a negative attitude towards Rwanda. Rwanda is a small country like Lesotho. But when it comes to governance, clean governance, GDP, it's just hitting above its shoulders. You know, unlike Lesotho. Yes, we are celebrating. We are celebrating the birth of Kim Mushwesh. But the people here in Lesotho are living in deplorable conditions. But it's not worse like in South Africa. Here, the sheikhs are not that mean. Yes, they are sheikhs, but they are not that mean. People are living in mud houses. People are living in brick houses. People are living in huts, you know, the houses which have been roofed with grass, you know. That country, I mean, the building is climate smart because in summer is cool, while in winter is cold. So let me wrap it up about this issue of Kim Mushweshwe. Kim Mushweshwe is known for his diplomacy because in terms of diplomacy, he put the flag of Lesotho up there, you know, unlike others now who are just living by, you know, they are just getting by, like that song of Talib Kweli, you know. So Lesotho are still proud of that Mushweshwe did for them, you know. But it is not enough because we need to celebrate economically. We still have one proper stadium which has defects like FIFA declared. That stadium cannot be used for international games, but for games in Lesotho here, that stadium is being used. We just heard that the finance minister has allocated funds for the stadium to be refurbished to accommodate 20,000 people in the stadium. It's still small, that stadium. Look now, the national squad of Lesotho. You talk about Dikwena or Mihaladitwe. They played their international games in South Africa, in Soweto, in Durban, in Limpopo, you know. And in Mapten, there's a stadium there, but that stadium is not being used. In Tabatega, there's a stadium at Bucheletsane Primary School, but that stadium is not being used for international games because it's not proper. Just like Lesotho Stadium. Our leaders are pathetic, if I may say so.